the Model X.
Hello everyone, welcome to Brian Unboxed. In this video, we're going to look at the Model X e-bike by the Electric Bike Company.
Here's a look at how the bike comes in when it's delivered. It does come in via freight on a pallet, and you can see the sticker designed and built in the USA. It was packaged very good and the bike comes assembled with just minor adjustments needed. Just a matter of removing all the packaging material and adjusting the handlebars and seat to your liking. You get the user guide along with a tool set. And here it is unwrapped. You can see the beautiful lines and design. It has a wide leather seat along with the leather handlebars. And we'll go into the details shortly. And just to go over some specs. When you place your order on the site, you will notice how customizable your order is, and you have a lot of options to select from. For this build, I have the following. This has an aluminum alloy frame, 500 watt rear hub motor, 12 amp hour standard battery, front suspension forks, vintage racing paint, LCD display, front and rear lights, 5 pedal assist levels, thumb throttle, 65-mile range, 20 mile per hour top speed, but it can be unlocked to 28 miles per hour, and it weighs in at 53 pounds. Here's a look at the dimensions. This has a recommended rider height of 5'2" to 6'10". And here's a look at the build process. When you're at the site, you can select from a wide range of colors and options. The base price starts at $19.99 and you build from there. A walkthrough around the bike, you'll see that the front has the turn signals, the front light, and front suspensions. You have the front fenders, 26-inch Schwalbe fat franks, and the hydraulic disc brakes. Towards the middle and the rear, you have the battery keyhole, the battery, kickstand, rear fender, rear brake lights, rear rack, rear light and turn signals, and hydraulic disc brakes. On the other side, you can see the 500 watt rear hub motor and the single speed cod. On the other side of the battery, you have the on and off and the charging port. The handlebar area, you have the brake levers, the controls, turn signal and horn, LCD display, front light controls, and the throttle. To power up the bike, there's a button on the battery. Make sure that's on. Then you can power up the display. Once you have the display powered up, pressing the power button again will cycle through the power, current, cadence, and speed. Pressing the plus button will increase the pedal assist level, and it is indicated by the circles on the top of the screen. And pressing the minus will decrease it. You can disable the pedal assist by pressing the minus button for a few seconds. And this is how the horn sounds like. Turning on the lights is just holding down the plus button. Once it's on, you can toggle the front light with a low and a high setting. And this is how the turn signal looks in the front. You also have rear lights just underneath the seat on the frame, and the lights on the optional rear rack, and they also react with the brakes. They also carry a wide assortment of helmets. You can see the large vents on this particular helmet, and the padding underneath along with the adjustment knob. You also have front and rear lights, and you can have both front and rear on or just the rear light. Now I'll show some footage of the bike in use. I will test it out on rough terrain, show the different pedal assist levels, throttle, test the brakes, see how it does uphill, downhill, and then give my thoughts.
Now I'm going to do the rough terrain test. I'm going to take it down this trail. It's a bit bumpy. This bike does have front suspension forks and also has a lockout feature. Right now I have the lockout feature off, so the suspensions will go to work. So let's see how it does. All right, not bad at all so far. Absorbing the bumps pretty well. Now I'm gonna test out the different pedal assist levels. This has 5 pedal assist modes, 1 through 5. I'm gonna start off with 1 and then take it all the way up to 5 and see how fast it goes. You can also turn off the pedal assist mode by just holding down the minus button here, and then there's gonna be, it will say PAS and then with a slash on it, and then you can turn it back on as well. Okay, I'm gonna start off with pedal assist 1 right now. Here we go. Right, doing about 4 miles, 5 miles per hour on pedal assist 1. Moving to 2 now. Doing about 8, 9, going to 3. All right, now we're picking up some speed. We're at 13, 14, 15. Now pedal assist 4. About 17. And 5. 20, 21, 23. 25. And hitting the brakes. So with the pedal assist, I got up to 25 miles per hour on pedal assist 5. Now we'll just use a throttle and let's see how fast we can go. All right, let's go. Throttle only. All right, we're at 17 miles per hour, just like that. $18, 20. So it looks like we're topping off at 20 miles per hour. So 20 miles per hour with the throttle only.
Now I'll test out the brakes. I'll take it to max speed, and once I come into view, I'll hit the brakes, and you can use the parking lines as reference.
Now I'm gonna do the uphill test. We saw that it tops out at 20 miles per hour. Now let's see if it holds it going up this incline. This road has a nice steady incline, and I'm gonna just use a throttle. Okay, let's go. Nice and smooth with the acceleration. Bike feels solid, sturdy, very smooth. All right, we're holding at 18 miles per hour. So 18 miles per hour, it looks like it's holding. The motor is fairly quiet, only a little bit noisy as you know, you start to accelerate, but after that it levels off. Let's see how it does with this turn. All right, nice and smooth. So going up the hill, it maintained about 18 miles per hour. Now let's see how it does going downhill. and this is just going to be the throttle only. Here we go. All right, we're at 20 miles per hour, approaching this turn. Just letting it glide right now. So 20 miles per hour going down this hill.
Here are my thoughts on the bike. This is a sharp looking bike and there's a great amount of attention to detail. All the way from the purchasing to the delivery of the bike, you just feel like you have a well-built custom e-bike when it arrives. I like that it comes assembled, no need to mess with the wheels or aligning fenders as you typically do with other e-bikes. The build and quality of the bike is solid, has a rugged sturdy frame, and what really stands out to me is the paint and finish. Nice glossy deep color and looks really sharp. It came in with no scratches or imperfections. The cable management is great, very organized, and I like how it ran through the frame. This build has a fenders, rear rack, and lighting package, and it works well. It also has a bright front headlamp. The ride was smooth throughout. It had gradual acceleration with its 500-watt motor. The seat is probably one of the most comfortable I have tested. Very wide and good support. The handlebars have a cruiser style design to it. I didn't have to lean over and it has a good angle. I like the leather grips as well. The motor was quiet, no rattles or noises, and the handlebars felt stable. It handled the rough surfaces as you would expect. It has a front suspension forks and has a lockout feature as mentioned earlier. Not for complete off-roading, but it should do well on day-to-day surface streets and trails. The 500-watt motor is plentiful for the bike. It gets moving in no time. The pedal assist is responsive, and through my testing I got up to 25 miles per hour on level 5. With the throttle only I was able to achieve 20 miles per hour. The standard battery I have here has an estimated range of 65 miles, but can be higher if you select the other battery options. The brakes had good stopping power and they grabbed on quick. I like the LCD display. Numbers and letters are easy to read. Very intuitive, and you have the option of changing the theme in the admin settings. Overall, I feel this bike is excellent. Beautiful design throughout and attention to detail. You feel like you have a custom bike from day one. The price can get up there once you start to build the bike, but you can tailor your options depending on your budget. This is something to put on your list if you want an e-bike that will make you stand out from the rest. So that is my review of the Model X by Electric Bike Company. If you like my video, go ahead and hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button as well. Until next time, this is Brian Unboxed. Take care everyone.